Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ashton Quilliam and today I'm going to be ranking the top splits for all you guys out there. We're going to be ranking the push-pull leg split, upper-lower split, bro split, full body split, and we're going to have one honorable mention at the end. So I'm trying to do this to make sure that you guys have the best information to make the best choice on which split you can use. Personally, I use the push-pull leg split and I do push-pull legs, rest. And that works for me. And I find the recovery for me to be fine. But for you, it could be different because everyone is different, which is why this video is going to be so valuable. So please stay tuned until we cover all of the different splits. We're going to be ranking each split based on 3 criteria. How often you can train using this split, how often you can hit your muscle groups per week, how long each split roughly takes in the gym to complete. So coming in at number 4, this is the worst rated split on the list. We have the bro split. Now, in theory, with the bro split, you could train every single day of the week, doing different muscle groups. For example, Monday chest, Tuesday back, etc. But this takes loads of time in the gym. So the efficiency for this is actually quite low because you'll be spending quite a lot of time in the gym over the course of the week, even though each session in themselves might be short because you're only hitting 1 or 2 muscle groups. And the reason why this split is ranked so low on the list is because you can only hit the muscle group 1 time per week. For example, if I'm hitting chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, etc., I will then come back to chest the following week. And for optimal gains, you want to be hitting your muscle groups more than once per week. So for that reason, it's going to be scoring quite low on the volume side as well. Like I mentioned, for frequency, you can be in the gym often and you can train often. However, this is impaired by the, 1 muscle group, 2 muscle groups per session. With that being said, the bro split is still quite viable for beginners or new gym goers as they're going to have newbie gains anyway. So if you're training, you're doing something right. And like I say, it is the lowest scoring on this list. However, that doesn't mean that it isn't good. It is good and you're going to train and you are going to get some results. However, the reason why it is the lowest is because it's not optimal. And I think some others on the list could be a bit better. So with that in mind, we're going to move on to our next split. So coming in at number 3, we have the full body split. Similar to the bro split, the full body split allows you to be in the gym quite often if you're recovering well enough. So you can go in the gym, do full body rest, full body rest, full body rest. However, in reality, it seems as though that actually might be overdoing it and you might be overtraining there, which could actually impede your muscle growth also. With volume, you can hit all your muscles multiple times per week because when you train everything. So for that reason, it's quite good to make sure you're hitting that muscle group more than once per week. That's why it's scoring slightly higher than the bro split. However, the full body split does take quite a while to complete. This is because of the huge groups of muscles that you'll be training on the same day. For example, training chest can take a while, especially with warm-up sets on stuff like bench press. Then you have back and legs, and you've got big muscle groups you're all training on the same day. That's not to mention the stimulus to fatigue ratio, which will also be really bad for you. Because of how much work you'll be doing, you'll be getting very tired. So all the stuff towards the end of your workout may actually get affected by your fatigue levels if you were able to do the bigger lifts beforehand. So for that reason, it's going to be sort of mid on the list. It's not scoring lower because you can hit multiple per week. Not going to score higher because the other 2 are still way better. So coming in at number 2 on the list, we have the upper lower split. This split is quite good. It's like full body but divided into 2 sessions, which means that the stimulus to fatigue ratio that you were experiencing before has now decreased. And it means that you have longer to recover from each session as well. That's why it scores higher than the full body, but with this one, it can sometimes be slightly awkward to fit into your schedule, especially if you work a full-time job, as upper, lower, you'd have to have 1 rest day. Or you could do upper, lower, rest, which would mean, you've got 1 day in the week where you're resting. And if you like to get up at the same time every day, do the same thing every day, have a routine, sometimes upper lower can let you down. But for frequency, it is good. You can be in the gym, most days of the week if you're up for that and you recover fast enough. And it does allow you to hit multiple muscle groups every week as well, more than once. So for that reason, it's quite good on its frequency, quite good on its volume, and each session would take less than a full body workout to complete, less time that is. So therefore, it scores pretty highly in all categories. And that's why it's at number 2 on this list. Now coming in at number 1, This is my favorite split of all time, and like I mentioned at the start of the video, it's the one that I use. It's the push-pull leg split. Now this split can be incorporated by doing push-pull legs rest, push-pull legs rest, or you can have push-pull legs rest. For this, you can train either 3 or 6 times a week, and that is, I would say, the perfect frequency for you to be training, as it allows you to hit muscle groups twice per week, allows you enough time for recovery, and your muscles that are fatigued on push day don't affect you on pull day, and push and pull don't affect your legs. So it's like upper lower, but the upper is split into push and into pull, which makes it more convenient, better to use, and it allows you to focus more on your target muscles. Each session with push-pull legs can range from being quite short to quite long. Depends how many exercises you have, and it depends what your volume is like. For me, each session usually takes an hour or an hour and a half. I do around 6 or 7 exercises, and it works well for me. So that's why, from my personal experience, I can rate push-pull legs to be the top split on this list. Now we have one honourable mention, unfortunately didn't make it onto this list, and that is the mixed split. This split is a combination of other splits. For example, you could do push-pull legs, upper lower, and that would be a 5-day split, but it's a 5-day mixed split. This would allow you to get benefits from push-pull legs, while also getting benefits from upper and lower. Plus, if you work 5 days a week and you want a routine, that's a perfect structure to follow. It allows you to be in the gym as much as you want, as well as to hit your muscle groups as much as you want as well. It's a more advanced concept, and to mix and match takes some time and some practice to get used to. However, when you're at more of an advanced level, I think it's a fantastic thing to do. And in regards to session lengths, this again depends on you, how much you've put in it, and what your split looks like. So for that reason, it's going to be an honourable mention. Not on the list, but very close to being there. So our final rankings are: coming in at number 4, the bro split. Coming in at number 3, full body split. Coming in at number 2, upper and lower. Coming in at number 1, push-pull legs. Remember that everyone is different, and this is just my opinion. Push-pull legs has worked for me, but I have also tried out other splits such as the bro split and upper and lower. And push-pull legs is the one that I found the best. So in my experience and in my opinion, I think that this is the ranking that stands. Everyone will have a different opinion on the topic, so please go and ask other people or leave a comment below about what your opinion is. Splits can be used to really break up your training and also help you progress, especially if you reach a plateau. Maybe trying out a different split or a different training frequency might help you push past that. So overall, choose your split wisely, and this is just a list for you to go from. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!